Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Baltimore Ravens' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news. So there's a serious buzz swirling around the Ravens secondary lately, and it's not just idle chatter. We're talking about a potential blockbuster trade that could redefine Baltimore's defensive landscape and send shockwaves through the AFC. According to some insider reports and whispers from NFL circles, the Ravens might be making a bold move to acquire Antoine Winfield Jr. from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yep, you heard that right. The Ravens, sitting comfortably at 7-2 and with a solid cap space of about $8 million, are reportedly eyeing Winfield as a key piece to elevate their already stout defense into an even more versatile and elite unit. Now, the details of this potential trade come from some well-known NFL insiders, including Adam Schefter, who mentioned that the Buccaneers, struggling with a 4-5 record in the 2025 season and facing a tight cap situation of around $9 million, are considering moving some assets. The idea is that Tampa Bay, in a bit of a rebuild mode, might be willing to part ways with Winfield Jr., a Pro Bowler and a top 20 PFF-graded safety in 2025, in exchange for a third-round pick in the 2026 draft. This move would serve their current cap constraints while giving the Ravens a chance to bolster their secondary, which has been a bit inconsistent this season. Winfield Jr. has been nothing short of spectacular when healthy. He's a versatile safety who can do it all: cover, support against the run, and make game-changing plays. In 2025, he's posted 82 tackles, 6 interceptions, 5 forced fumbles, and an impressive 89.5 PFF coverage grade. His EPA per target stands at -0.40, which is elite, and he's known for making explosive tackles with a YAC of just 2.8 yards per reception. His slot versatility is a huge advantage, with a 93.0 grade, making him an adaptable piece for any defensive scheme. His career stats are equally impressive, with over 400 tackles, 18 interceptions, and 10 sacks. Despite a shoulder injury in Week 6 that limited him to 74% of the snaps, he's shown resilience and top-tier production. The Buccaneers are reportedly trying to free up cap space for upcoming extensions, including some big ones like Mayfield, who could command around $40 million. Their secondary has been shaky this season, allowing an average of 218 yards per game through the air. Some NFL experts are skeptical about the trade, pointing out that Tampa Bay traded away a key piece in Dean last year, which has actually weakened their pass defense, lowering their EPA by about 16% in the slot for 2024. Still, the Bucs see acquiring draft capital as a way to rebuild their roster and address their salary cap issues. For Baltimore, this isn't just about adding a proven player, it's about strategic upgrades. With Winfield on board, the Ravens would significantly boost their secondary's versatility and playmaking ability. Projections suggest that he could rack up over 95 tackles, cut down on EPA per pass by 23%, and generate more turnovers, potentially 7 or more per game, thanks to his ball-hawking skills. His explosive tackles and ability to force turnovers would elevate Baltimore's top 10 ranked defense, especially in key areas like third down efficiency, where they could see a 36% improvement in coverage. His presence would also help solidify the run defense, which currently allows around 4.4 yards per carry, a figure that could see improvement with Winfield's ability to support against the run. This move would also have a tangible impact on Baltimore's chances in the postseason. Winfield's ability to excel in the slot and contribute in coverage makes him a potential X-factor in playoff games, especially considering the Ravens' pursuit of a Super Bowl title. Their Super Bowl odds, which are already favorable at +1/200, could see a significant boost if they acquire a player of Winfield's caliber. His track record of making critical plays in high-pressure situations, combined with his recent form, highlighted by his 45 EPA tackles and a 24% success rate against rival teams like the Steelers, makes him a valuable asset for Baltimore. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential acquisition aligns perfectly with the Ravens' long-term vision. Baltimore has built a reputation for a tough, adaptable defense that can suffocate opponents and force turnovers. Adding Winfield Jr. would turn that reputation up a notch, transforming their secondary into a Swiss Army knife capable of handling anything the AFC throws their way. It's a strategic move that not only addresses current needs, but also sets the team up for sustained success in the coming seasons. The Ravens' coaching staff and management are known for their calculated approaches, and if they pull the trigger on this deal, it's because they see a clear fit and a high ceiling for Winfield in their system. His ability to elevate the entire unit, combined with Baltimore's already aggressive pass rush, despite some injuries like the IR stint for Majibuik, would make their defense even more formidable. And let's not forget, with Jones helping to alleviate some pressure on the pass rush, Winfield's versatility as a safety and slot defender would be the cherry on top. Of course, fans are already buzzing about the potential impact of this move. The idea of having someone like Winfield roaming the secondary, making plays across the field, and adding that extra layer of security against the pass is exciting. It's exactly the kind of upgrade that could tip the scales in close games and help Baltimore maintain their dominance in the AFC. The team's current stats: 11 sacks total, ranked 31st in the league, highlight some areas for improvement, and a player like Winfield could help change that narrative. Beyond just the stats, it's about the mentality. Winfield Jr. brings a winning mindset, a relentless work ethic, and a knack for making game-changing plays. His history of explosive tackles, forced turnovers, and ability to make an impact in critical moments makes him a perfect fit for Baltimore's style of play. Plus, his experience in high-stakes games gives him an edge when it matters most, especially in the playoffs. Looking ahead, the combination of Winfield's skills and Baltimore's current roster could be a recipe for postseason success. The team's depth at cornerback, with Humphrey leading the charge, combined with Winfield's versatility, would create a secondary that's tough to attack. Their red zone defense, which is already solid, would become even more impenetrable, pushing opponents into longer drives and forcing mistakes. This is exactly the kind of upgrade that could make the difference in tightly contested playoff games, especially when facing potent offenses like Kansas City or Buffalo. And let's not forget the bigger picture: Baltimore's aspirations for another Super Bowl. The franchise has a rich history of success, and with Lamar Jackson at the helm, they're always in the conversation. Adding a player like Winfield Jr. is a statement move, showing that Baltimore is serious about competing at the highest level and winning it all. Their odds of lifting the Lombardi Trophy could improve significantly with such a move, especially as they aim to close the gap with other top contenders in the AFC. Of course, all of this hinges on the actual negotiations and whether Tampa Bay is willing to part with Winfield Jr. at this point in the season, but the signs point to a potential deal that could shake up the league. For Ravens fans, it's an exciting prospect, a move that signals intent, strength, and a desire to finish the season stronger than ever. It's a gamble, sure, but one that could pay off big time if it lands Baltimore one step closer to their ultimate goal. In the end, this is what makes NFL season so thrilling: the constant chess match between teams trying to outmaneuver each other, the strategic moves that can change everything in an instant. The Ravens have been building a solid foundation with a tough defense and an innovative offense, and adding Winfield Jr. could be that final piece to push them over the top. Fans, stay tuned, because if this trade happens, it's going to be a game changer. And if it doesn't, well, Baltimore's still in a strong position to make noise, but the anticipation for this move is only going to grow. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So whether this trade materializes or not, one thing's clear: the Ravens are in a prime position to make bold moves and chase that Super Bowl ring once again. The potential addition of Antoine Winfield Jr. is just another example of their commitment to excellence and their relentless pursuit of greatness. Fans should be excited because, in the NFL, one move can change everything, and Baltimore is certainly eyeing that next big step. As we watch this story unfold, remember, the Ravens are always about fighting, winning, and building a legacy. And with players like Winfield possibly joining the fold, that legacy is only going to grow stronger. Keep your eyes peeled, because the best is yet to come for Baltimore, and this season might just be the one where everything clicks. Stay loyal, stay loud, and as always, go Ravens.